and welcome to Gear for Music. My name's Rick, I'm from Zoom UK, and this is Carlos from John Newman's band. We're here today to talk about this unit, which is the One Control OC10 Crocodile tail loop. What this unit does is it allows you to switch in and out individual guitar effects pedals from your signal path. So if you've got a selection of pedals and you want to switch them on and off with one button press, this is what you can do with this unit. So firstly, I'm going to take you through the back panel of the OC10. So from this side, what we've got here are MIDI in and MIDI out. We've got a sync link, which you can link up to another unit. This unit has a buffer built in. That means that if you start running through a lot of pedals or long cables, you can lose top end and you can lose signal strength. So this will bring that back and improve it. So that's on there. Next to that, you've got a tuner out, so you can run a tuner directly out from there with just one jack. It doesn't go through the loop, so it's totally independent from the rest of the stuff. And then we've got an input there, which takes us into our first section of 7 loops. So we can have 7 pedals in there. These loops are internally connected, so you don't have an in and out, just a send and a return. And then we can use the 3 extra loops on the top, which do have inputs, send, return, and an output. That means we can actually use them in the effects loop of the amp, so it can give you a separated system. Or you can actually use these to switch things like jacks on your amplifier. So round to the front panel, you've got the actual buttons here. So we've got the preset buttons here, so 1 to 7. And then we've got our bank up and down. And we've also got a tuner mute switch here, but that'll also turn it to a manual mode so you can access the effects without going into a program. So it's a very easy unit. Say you're actually on the fly and using this, which actually is the case with Carlos, because with John Newman, he actually uses one of these live. And he's picked this unit because of its ease of use. And you can just store everything really, really quick and do fast changes. Because a lot of guitarists are pretty scared by switches and things like this, but this is great for live playing and simple, quick switching. So what we're going to do, Carlos is going to take us through some sounds now so we can see it in action.
Like Rick said, it's a super easy unit to program. 2 features I really like is the fact that you can patch the buffer in any place you want. So if you want to last on your chain, you can patch it there. If you want it first, you can also move it down there. You can control functions on your amp. You can send MIDI in and even receive MIDI signals from somewhere else if you were having your patches being triggered by a computer, for example. Super easy to program. There's no clicks, there's no pops, and there's no loss of signal when you change patches. To show you what this unit does, I've set up 2 patches which are massively different. One is a clean sound with the archer engaged, reverb, and tremolo. And the second patch is an overdrive tone with delay and reverb. Now, to change between those 2 patches, normally you have to reach around quite a lot of pedals to turn on and off. With this unit, it makes life so much easier. It saves you quite a lot of headaches on stage. So sound number 1 is this. It's a great tool if you are used to using a lot of sounds and you need to access those sounds on the fly. Now, the second way of using the One Control OC10 is going into manual mode. Now, this is great if you're rehearsing and you're trying to figure out the combinations of sounds that you need for songs. It gives you instant access to all the loops. It means that you can switch them on and off as if you were directly pressing on the pedals. It just saves you, reaching around a big pedal board trying to get to those pedals. So, for example, here, loop number 10 is the reverb. So you can activate that, perhaps add a little bit of delay. Maybe add the archer as a clean boost, and you get a tone that's similar to this.
So that was a brief overview of the OC10, but there's so much more that it can do. So if you check out the website gearformusic.com, this is where you'll be able to pick up an OC10, but if you contact them as well, we'll have some PDF files available to show you can set up the unit from a simple one pedal to a complex setup. So once again, thanks for watching. I'm Rick and this is Carlos, and we're at Gear for Music, and we'll see you again soon.